Hello everyone, my name is Ahmed Pele and I'm a research engineer with the Pacific Northwest National Lab. I'll be presenting our paper, Transactive HVAC Agent Design and Performance Evaluation. So first, a little bit of background. HVAC is one of the largest power consuming devices in the household, and the controller that it implements so far is just a straightforward set point that it follows. However, this type of control doesn't give you the flexibility if you want, to respond to any grid requirements or market signal. So this is the motivation for us to develop this transactive HVAC agent. Here on the right, we see the components of our agent. First, we have like a simplified HVAC agent model that feeds into an optimization that optimizes like a temperature schedule that goes through a market bidding strategy that when we want to clear it in real time, we'll end up setting the temperature set point for the actual physical HVAC. For the HVAC modeling, we're considering here, we built our models based on the equivalent thermal parameter models. We see here on the right that the components for the HVAC and the ingredients that it interacts with from the environment are represented using circuit elements. The main variables are the air temperature and the mass temperature, TA and TM. So when we develop this becomes like a second order model. For our agent model, we wanted to simplify, so we merged the air and the mass temperature, and this ignores the transients, and we end up with a first order model, and this is acceptable acceptable and accurate as long as you're dealing with large time periods. So to look into the optimization that we developed, we see here like the optimization objective function that has two parts. First, the price with the quantity that make the cost, and the second part is the temperature deviation from the desired temperature, which is a measure for the comfort. This optimization is also has the constraints of the HVAC model, and also the limits on terms of temperature deviation and the quantity of the HVAC between 0 and the HVAC rating. We see here, of course, like the HVAC optimization model, the objective function gives us like a trade-off between the cost and the comfort, and that's what we're really looking for. We implemented the HVAC on this household PC, for example, on the right, for a couple of days, and we see that two phenomena were developed. We're highlighting here first that the pre-cooling, which we notice early in the morning when the prices are relatively low. So the HVAC agent tries to, it reduces the temperature, which pushes the HVAC to consume more and make use of the lower prices. And on later in the day when the prices are high, the temperature goes up, the temperature set point goes up, which drives the consumption of the HVAC and reduces it. And this is basically the trade-off. It will try to consume in the right times of the day, which maintains the comfort and at the same time saves on the energy cost. So we, for a plus minus 5 degrees Fahrenheit flexibility that we consider in this example, we got like a 12% reduction on the total bill for this house. Another part is the real-time operation. So what we shown previously is a day-ahead operation that's based on forecast for the weather and for the prices. But however, like when we come more in real time, for example, the real-time prices in the market clear differently than the forecast. So here we included like a mechanism that allows the agent to clear, to take into account these adjustments. So in this figure here, we're considering that if the amount of real-time price deviation, we'll end up with a different adjusted set point. And we're showing here in the bottom example that in this area, for example, the prices ended up clearing lower than the forecast. So this was an opportunity for the agent to consume more, and it ended up lowering the temperature set point, and which increases more, and to maintain the comfort without increasing the cost on the customer. To finalize the presentation, as we mentioned, like including this type of agent control is important and necessary if we want to allow the flexibility in the demand from the HVAC, but also this level of control is required because we need to coordinate between comfort and saving. The key functionalities we highlighted here are the model estimation, the schedule optimization, and the control implementation. We saw that the simplified linear model was able to give us like good accuracy. The optimization model gave us like a set point schedule that reduced the consumption without really sacrificing user comfort. And the real-time correction was able to handle the shifts in the real-time price, which adjust the set point accordingly. Future research we would like to take a look at is basically how the aggregate performance, if we have hundreds of HVACs at a certain feeder, and how the aggregate performance look like, and how to coordinate them through market bids and operations. Thank you.